Lads, 2K just don't care anymore, and it's sad. It is sad. It is so sad. It is sad that a game that I've dedicated most of my adult life to covering has gone out this sad, lads. But last night was one of the craziest nights in the history of NBA regular season. And I don't mean like crazy as in there's been bigger games, there's been more hype things, but just one of the just weirdest nights ever. Cam Thomas had 46. Fair enough, he's had 40 a few games this year. Kenneth Lofton Jr. had 42 points. I repeat, Kenneth Lofton Jr. had 42. This man's a bucket, by the way. This guy probably is a first round pick if if he looks like a basketball player. Because this guy could score. Best player on the America U19 team with Chet Holmgren and Jaden Ivey and a lot of other like potential NBA players. And Kenneth Lofton was their best player. The man is a bucket. He just doesn't look like an NBA player. But I think he would have been like a late first round pick instead of going undrafted if he looked like an NBA player, even though he doesn't play much defense. But he had 42. Peyton Pritchard had a 30-point triple-double. Yes, Peyton Pritchard got 10 boards. The 6'1" shooting point guard got 10 rebounds. Udonis Haslam's send-off game. His last game of his career. After 20 years with the Miami Heat. His last game of his career, he put up 24 points. Which is incredibly impressive because the most he scored in a game since 2009. Theo Pinson had a triple-double. And the Blazers lost by 56, which is kind of wild. But lads, 14 rebounds for Peyton Pritchard. What? Like, this is something we'll never see again. 42 and 14 from a guy Calder from the G League. Like, this is wild. Theo Pinson having a moments-worthy game. Like, if we look at other years, you would see that this is not this is a kind of crazy thing. And lads, let's take a look at the moments cards this year. Let's take a look at how many moments cards this year. There has been like 1,200 NBA games played, which means two teams. If there's a moments for a team, and two of them are named, by the way. But let's just say there are 2,500 NBA games played a year. Or sorry, there's 2,500 chances for moments card. 2,500. We had 21. And this pity Evo doesn't count. Where they gave Killian Hayes a moments card and said if he scored 10 points, we're giving him an Evo. He scored 4 and they gave a pity Evo. That does not count. They gave us 21 moments cards. How many since Christmas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Sorry, 12 I didn't count Cam Thomas. They've given us 11 since Christmas. Like, we originally were getting one a week. The NBA, we've gotten less than one a week. Like, there are 21 total moments cards here. As you guys know, in NBA 2K22, on January the 7th, I repeat, on January the 7th alone. Actually, I'll make it easier. Let's go March the 8th alone. In NBA 2K22. We had 21 moments cards. We had more moments cards on March the 8th. On the one day of March the 8th itself, we had more moments cards than we have had we've had the exact same as we've had for the entire year. And this year has been crazier. Siakam setting the Toronto Raptors points record. Luka going 60-20-20. Jokic just had some crazy games. And then obviously, no send-off game for Udonis Haslam. You're like, oh, Udonis Haslam at 24 points. So we're going to look at 2KMT Central. Right here. Let's hope that his website is still up. Because this is the only way we can see what 2K used to do. So if you want to see roster updates, we haven't seen anything since the start of 2K22. The DB adding animations really did kind of ruin 2KMT Central. But if you guys can see right here, 2019, so the end of the regular season, we got farewell cards. I want to just see where these are. Here they are. The 10th of April. We got farewell cards. I mean, Jamal Crawford did go and drop like 50. But this is one day, by the way. This is just the 10th of April. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 moments cards. Dude, that's like almost. That is literally almost as many moments cards we've had this entire year. But we got farewell cards for Dirk and Wade, who didn't have the greatest who didn't have these all-time farewell games, although Crawford did. We got farewell cards for all three of these guys. And you might be saying, oh, like Udonis Haslem wasn't as good as Dwayne Wade or Dirk, sure. But like to say that he didn't have a similar, he probably had a similar impact overall in the NBA to Crawford, maybe a little bit less. But like in what specifically Haslem did, he's like carved out his own niche in his own role, a little bit like Crawford. But again, we're seeing no farewell cards. And you might be saying like, oh, but like they've never given cards for like G League guys that have came up and had good games. Let's go back to 2K18. Let's go back 5 years ago. Let's go back we can go back 5 years ago, and we can find Andre Ingram wherever he was. I can't even remember when Andre Ingram had his game. You can see the amount of moments cards here. Like heck, we had a day in 2K18 when they took their Christmas break. They came back after taking Christmas break. They came back and gave us 34 moments cards. They were saying, oh, silver, gold, but like they kind of mattered back then. They did actually matter. But like literally, they came back and gave us 34 moments cards. 34. And I can't find Andre Ingram. But basically, when Andre Ingram came up from the G League and he had that one game, it was really relevant because he had spent so many years down the G League, and his first game he balled out. And then as well with the Dallas Mavericks, I can't remember again when it was, they gave Yogi Ferrell a moments card that year. And it was cool. It was cool. Everyone was happy with stuff like that. And I think 2K did a really good job adapting from 2K18 to 2K19. And then I think in 2K20, they realized, yeah, we don't need moments cards. They realized and they're like, okay, yeah, we can get more pack sales without moments cards. And then they decided, you know what, people don't want moments cards. But people don't want moments cards because of what 2K have done. Like, it's not a case of people not wanting moments cards because the game doesn't link to the NBA. People don't want moments cards because 2K have made them have put Yao and Taco in the game. Like, there are time and place for moments cards. And I get it. No one would be hyped if they gave us, honestly, today, because they put all the moments cards in the token market, I think that's kind of nerfed the hype a little bit as well for them. No one really cares about going to the token market for a moments card. But if 2K had have put in agendas to match stat lines, and I don't know, Pink Diamond, Kenneth Lofton Jr., like remember this time last year, if you don't remember, 2K, as far as moments cards go, they gave us this card right here. In a very, very similar time to last year. Like April the 16th. Today is, what is it, April 10th? They gave us, on April the 16th, they gave us a Dark Matter. They could have easily done that, and this would have had so much hype. Dark Matter Udonis Haslem. Make him a 6, because I'm pretty sure Haslem in this game is 6'7". I'm pretty sure they have Haslem in a 6'7" this year. No, 6'8". So Udonis Haslem has got Udonis Haslem on quick. Give the guy, he hit a couple of threes. Give him an 83 ball. Boost up his stats. He's still a 6'8" power forward center. No one's going to use him. But he'll be super hyped. Give Udonis Haslem a Dark Matter to end his career as a big send-off. Give us Kenneth Lofton Jr., Opal, Theo Pinson Opal, Peyton Pritchard Opal, and I'm trying to think who else had a big game. Cam Thomas Opal. Cam Thomas Opal, don't let him play point guard. None of those cards will be good. And imagine if we could match the stat lines, get all of those cards, and lock in for a Udonis Haslem. This would have been one of the most hyped things of the day. It doesn't affect 2K's pack sales. And maybe it might make the players that play the game a little bit happier. And who knows, it might bring in a couple of new players because you can see a pathway to a free Dark Matter that isn't becoming a problem gambler. I don't know. It just is what it is. So yeah, they just don't care anymore. They really just don't care anymore.